Oh no! Delhi's been nerfed into the ground. But what if I were to get the new Delhi achievement playing on very hard despite their nerfing? Oh, why that would be delightfully Delhi-ish, Blobber. Hello and welcome to the Blobber Plays, what will be our delightfully Delhi-ish campaign in which we play as Delhi and attempt to get their new achievement, Emperor of Hindustan, starting as Delhi, restore the Empire's maximum borders, which is basically all of India except the tip. Not just the tip, except the tip. Now, as I was perhaps having a bit too much fun, making a joke about Delhi, have been rather significantly... Their start has been significantly modified in a way that would be considered a nerf. They no longer, well, there is a bit of a buff, they no longer have rebels to start with. They used to start with rebels up here in this land, coming to your capital to replace your king. No, instead you don't have rebels in that land because you don't actually control that land. Instead, it's controlled by a giant vassal who you at least have cores on, so you can integrate him for zero cost. But a giant, disloyal vassal whose army is bigger than yours, very nearly. I did delete 2 horses. And it gets worse. There is a 3-month mean time to happen event that says if he is still your subject, and he still has his king with the same dynasty, or he still has a ruler with the same dynasty as his original king, then either give him his freedom for free, or he declares war on you. So that is a really rough start change for Delhi. And we were going to have to try and work out a way around that, which we will in a sec. But to start with, additional crappy things. Your king has terrible stats and a terrible ability, which doesn't make keeping your vassals happy at all easy. And your prince also sucks. So, to start with, we roll these to help try and kill them off. We use our prince because we want him to die. We go take the double vassal liberty desire affecting ability, which puts Bangladesh small enough that we can steal Chiru, which makes us look bigger, and then also allows us to just throw Bangladesh to the wolves and say, I really don't give a shit about your little 3 development last province. I am not wasting a relationship slot on your 3 development. Thank you kindly. We can then start getting a claim on Sialund. Sorry, Simur. Not a royal marriage. And what else? Probably one on Nagaur. And then we'll work out what else. Now, that has at least helped a lot. He's very nearly loyal. How are we going to get down the last little bit? Well, because we have cores on him, we don't mind clicking the development button, because when we integrate him, we get that back at 0 cost. As in, we don't have to pay extra Diplo to integrate the extra development because we already have the cores on him. However, that doesn't get us around the stupid 3-month mean time to happen event. So, how are we going to get around that? Well, the event required him to be your subject to trigger, but stopping him being your subject isn't an acceptable outcome for us as a way of avoiding the event, because that's what we're trying to avoid. We're trying to avoid the fact that the event tries to make you lose him as a subject. So, what else could we do? Well, we said that the event requires that he has a ruler with the same dynasty, so we could hope that his king dies within the 3 months, and that his next ruler does not have the same dynasty. However, those are very, very infinitesimally small long odds. Just teeny tiny, basically never going to happen odds. However, there is a button that we can click that replaces his Lodi dynasty with our glorious Said dynasty, and therefore prevents the event from triggering. It does, however, make him rather more desirous of his liberty, which we fight by going, I'll have a diet, thank you, I'll have a general, thank you, I'll have a minister, thank you, I'll steal all your mill points and go develop this into the sun. There we go. He is now a loyal vassal, and hopefully he will help us out in our wars to come. which are not going to be very far away. We're going to waltz past Multan on the way up to Kashmir. If Multan doesn't get any good allies, we might declare on him to go get Multan out from under him. Else, if he does, then we'll skip him and come up to Kashmir and try and have a go at Kashmir. Now, although he shows us our vassal, although he shows us loyal in here, his attitude... his diplomatic attitude doesn't stop being disloyal until the end of the month, because attitudes are only recalculated on month ends, which is a bit awkward for us, because he might try and get some support for his independence before this month ends. And to discourage that from happening, we're going to avoid taking our rivals for a while, because in my experience, if you don't indicate that you rival someone back, they're less likely to start supporting independence in your vassals. You need me to do one more, do you? So be it. There. And then we royal marry him. Beautiful. And we work out who we want our next claims on. You are a nice one. You are a good one. Whoever you ally is a good target. So you. But we would also like to start allying people who we're going to bring into the fold diplomatically. We're going to have to do you diplomatically, because you've allied our rival, and I don't want to have to get through that. Work on trying to ally you eventually. So this claim, and this claim. That seems like enough. No. I'm leaving you to the wolves. That's what you get for being disloyal. He still has no friend. We're in a good position to go start this war. And start getting our claims on what? The only thing that can be said about your starting guys is that at least your prince can end up with a nice trait. Other than that, it pretty much sucks. Oh wow, the general we rolled is amazing. We don't need any more units to be at force limit. What we need to do is start hiring people, like Manpower Man here. We'll teleport our leader over here, put the leader in charge of controlling my vassals' armies, hopefully. Everyone else can go to Jammu. And I'll wait for the other bits to build, I guess. Okay. Whew. And then we begin the racing, which will become easier once my 3 siege general comes here, versus their 1 siege. If that's a race they can win, I would be extremely surprised. Now, there's some other things worth doing over here. We've got the Brahmins, which we can say have some prestige, and in exchange what you'll do is you'll push my religious unity up, which otherwise becomes a source of nasty amounts of unrest and corruption, although the corruption these days isn't actually so bad from religion. When they first introduced the mechanic, it was absurdly high, but these days it's quite reasonable. Quite reasonable. Teleport our prince over. Good. We get him to sit still. Nope. You're not going anywhere. Nope. 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 No. Good boy. Stay there. And then we turn you into rebels, attack, and get the defense bonus because it's behind rivers from everything. Look at all these rivers going through Lahore. No. 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 Wait. No. No. What if we go sit there? Do you stop being an idiot? Good boy. Ah, don't do it! Oh, I thought he was walking into Lahore. I was concerned for the welfare of the elephant. Save the elephants! Now we need to go revoke this, or else this becomes a problem, causing a coup. So as long as they're not unhappy with me, we go revoke that. Avoid that disaster. We change him to be supportive, pretty please. Good. Now he's attached to that stack. We can turn him back to normal. And he should stay attached. And then we go... No, I want you to go that way. We... kill off these. And we come across to our next target, which will be you and whoever you're friends with. Kumamon. So we get the claim, we get the claim. Stop doing these two. Actually, I want to go to peace because I don't want... I want to ally him, is what I want to do. And I want to push down the autonomy in the province that we stole from the estates. Core. Turn it into a full state. Get rid of this stupid autonomy from revoking the province. Ask for access through Garwal so that we can get to Kumamon. And ally... Okay, you're not going to give me access. What about Jampur? Good, you'll give me access. Now, where else do I need claims? I've got this one, which gets me these two. I could use one against Garwal. What else? What else might be nice? Bangladesh might be nice. Who are you even friends with? I see you having a friend, but I don't see them on the map. Where do you live? Oh, you're a tiny coastal prince along there. I don't give a shit. Fabricate. And I guess Garwal. Garwal, Garwal. Speed up. Yoink. I really wish you stayed attached. And it's time to declare the war. Kumamon join, full front ranks. We're getting our claim on you, and I need a second claim on Nawat. We go there, then we kill and let our vassal do the sieging. Beautiful. Now we need 4 doing the siege, and not a unit more. Come sit on Upper Dobe, where you can help suppress the rebels caused by our revoking the province. There we go. And then our vassal does this siege while we do this siege. Free deploy points, please. So allying him is mostly to A, because we are going to try and integrate him as a vassal later, but for the moment it's to help minimize the aggressive expansion we get from eating all of these. Nope, we can't afford guys. At least not level 2 ones. We can take some level 1s. So I'm going to need 2 here, and then 1 here. And then maybe 1 on Doti. Always move towards legalism, thank you. Oh, what else I should be doing is assigning my spare merchant. It doesn't actually give us anything to do in terms of our trade to put our merchant here, but what it does do is let us go everyone loves us policy. Our aggressive expansion goes away policy, thank you. You can come finish the siege, and then I don't need to suffer as much attrition. Also, it helps put our better siege leader on the siege. And you know what? With that, it's time to end the episode. So, we avoided all of the nastiness to do with this stupid new event that tries to make your vassal eat you, and have begun expanding, both militarily and diplomatically. We've made some steps towards that. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and that you'll join us again soon. Bye-bye.